no. Rio, we say no.
Union busting got to go.
Rio, we say no. Union busting's got to go. Union busting's got to go.
Are we together?
We are together.
Are we united?
We are united.
Are we united?
Yes.
Union!
Union.
Union!
Union.
Union!
Union.
Union!
Union.
Are we together?
Yes.
Union!
Union. Union.
Not only the city of Boston, but Massachusetts and the country should see this is what solidarity looks like. When we say an entry to one is an entry to all, we are prepared to back that statement up with our bodies. We're going to start in a couple of minutes. We have wonderful, wonderful supporters down here. And of course, the fighting rank and file of 8751, which is unparalleled in this country. The champion 8751.
United, we'll never be defeated. United, we'll never be defeated. Got to go. Alex Woodman, we said no.
Union busting's got to go.
Now, I'd like to bring up first, so you can hear, the best legal defense team I know of in the country. Now, Barry Wilson is such a tough, principled, 4-decades-long fighter for the people that they tried to disbar him last month, but we won't let him, will we? No! We've got on our team Attorney John Pavlos, that we're proud this local has known since John barely left his teens. He grew up in Local 8751. He's a fighter for 8751, and they're down here today to make sure we get our justice. So I'm going to call to the mic Barry Wilson and John Pavlos. Please give them a big union welcome.
What's important to understand is we tried to make clear, both John and I, that this is not a criminal matter. It's a labor dispute, and the union is using the wrong thing. And per usual, the district attorney, through Dan Conley, is being manipulated by the company, is being a lackey for the company, and per usual refuses to see the reality. There are plenty of things he could be doing, and this isn't one of them.
It's here for Barry Wilson, and when his hearing happens at the Board of Bar Overseers, 99 High Street, are we going to be there? Yeah! We know solidarity will be with Barry until every battle's won. We can stop him. We are so proud of our own card-carrying member of 8751. Give it up for Chuck Turner!
What we saw today was not the pursuit of justice, it was the pursuit of injustice. It was Viola using the system to try to break the union by breaking a leader who's been there for 45 years. We have to understand that this is a struggle not just for justice for Steve Kirschbaum, but it's a struggle for justice for us all.
Yes.
If we allow them to persecute Steve Kirschbaum, through this system, we are opening the floodgates for them to continue to do it to all of us. Understand, this is about justice for all. Steve is the symbol of the persecution that goes on in this community and around the country each and every day, and we have to stand together. I can't wait to the trial, because I think at the trial, the idiocy of this situation, the injustice of it will be made totally clear by the best legal defense system team that we could possibly have assembled. So let's stay strong, let's stay confident, let's remember that this union has survived 40 years of attempts to destroy its members and its leaders, and they haven't been able to do it yet, and they're not going to be able to do it now.
Let's hear it for more Chuck Carter. Now the next supporter I want to bring the mic is no stranger to Local 8751.
You got that right.
He is that are of the people, with the people, and on the line. On October the 8th, when they perpetrated that hoax of a frame-up on us, Brother Charles Yancey was with us. He used his offices to call for an investigative hearing to pull Violia's contract, find him in breach of contract. On November the 21st, they didn't show. He has used every single effort to try and get justice for us. We love this brother. We will be with him until the end. Please give it up for Brother Charles Yancey.
With the most progressive union in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We are here because this union is under attack.
That's right.
We are here because working people are under attack. And shame on those unions who don't join our efforts for simple justice and human rights. We cannot allow union busting in the city of Boston. We can't afford it. The working people cannot afford it. We cannot allow a union that's been very consistent in fighting for human rights for everyone to be broken up. We can't afford to allow that to happen in the great city of Boston. So I'm here this morning to deliver a very clear message. The message is that we will continue to fight for equal rights. We will continue to fight for human rights. We will continue to fight for the working people, all the working people of all nationalities, of both genders, and all colors. We are a strong union as long as we stay together. And I don't believe it's a coincidence that we have an attack on the bus drivers union on the 40th anniversary of the desegregation effort in the city of Boston. I don't believe it's a coincidence. But let's not confuse the situation. The effort to desegregate education in the city of Boston is part of a federal law. It stems from the 1954 decision, which said that segregated education is unequal education. Focusing on the bus did not happen until that desegregation effort began in the city of Boston. And we still haven't achieved the goal of equal education in the city of Boston some 40 years later. Instead, we're distracted by this attack on the hard-working bus drivers who only work to do their job and to protect our most precious human beings, our young people. So I'm here also to say thank you to the bus drivers, to thank you and to say you deserve dignity and respect. That's all we're asking for. You should be respected such as any other union, any other organization, any other human being within the great city of Boston. God bless you.
And brutal right-wing move came into his station, ripped down the antennas, took the laptops, and tried to silence this brother. He is on Touch 106.1 FM, streaming live on the internet right now. You can find him. And we are determined to fight with this brother. We are determined to stand with Brother Charles until we get him back in his proper place, back on the airwaves. If you didn't sign a petition, sign it. Join up to help Brother Charles Clemens. He's the only one, the only media that has told the truth about the bus drivers since we met him. We love this brother. Give it up for Brother Charles.
In Dorchester Court, I saw history. They try to bring up these Trump charges with no evidence. Who does that? Who does that? When we come back on October the 6th, we're going to have justice. But what I love about our drivers, what I love about Steve, what I love about our leaders, that you're persistent and you're consistent. Persistent and consistent. And nobody's going to break up this union. People power. People power. People power. People power.
People power. People power.
People power! People power! People power! People power!
Thank you. Thank you. And on October the 6th, we're going to come right back and we're going to be victorious. Thank you.
So I'm going to introduce first the toughest guy I know in the union. The guy who files more grievances than anybody we know. The guy who is the case of last resort when you need something done. Please give it up for Andre Francois.
Thank you for being here with us and for us. Every day I talk in the microphone. I talked about racism in the city. Today I don't have to do it. They all see who the union looks like over here. The court sees it, the people sees it, and everybody else that's going on here in this community know it. Now, what the company does, it's an attack on the community, people of color. It's an attack on the children of Boston that they claim they love. The people that love the children says us, the bus drivers. We're the one that drives them all the time. We're the one that take care of them when their parents are not there. So we are the one that love these children. Viola actually attacked the communities and attacked the bus drivers, the families, and they also attacked the children of Boston. They even attacked the politicians that actually represent the communities. Now, you remember, June 30th, you were all there. This is why you're here today. After we had a meeting inside, a peaceful meeting inside, where we had children in there, we had set of twins, we had people on wheelchairs, we had elderlies in there. Having a real peaceful meeting. Sergeant Tracy came in and says, let me talk with you for a minute. And then we all go out there and follow Sergeant Tracy. Sergeant Tracy said to Steve, to our brother, they just called me for you and stuff. I know it's peaceful, but I got to file an incident report at the end, and you're going to be on the incident report. And we go back and continue the meeting. And at the end of the meetings, while we were out there 40 minutes afterwards, we saw the other police in the company cooking up these charges today. Cooking up these charges. Bogus charges. So it's all bogus. It's all an attack on Steve. And then we want to tell him today, if they attack Steve, they attack the whole union. They attack labor. They attack labor in the city. Because Kirschbaum is a guy that we love. We love him so much because, not because he is violent, because he worked with everybody for every cause, for every city, for everything that happened in this city. And then this is why they're going after him. All the other things, it's all a put on just to go after Steve. When 250 people is in the room having a meeting, a peaceful meeting, where international representative fixing the meeting, we all spoke in the meeting, and they go after Steve for 4 charges that weren't even there. That never happened anywhere, anytime that day. So we're here to tell them, if they're going to attack Steve, they're going to attack the whole union over here. We're not going to allow this, are we?
No!
Well, we're not going to put up with this, are we?
No!
So we're going to be here every time they have something here. Until we, I hope this is the last attack on the union. I hope this is the last attack on labor. I hope this is the last attack on the community. I hope this is the last attack on city council. Charles Yessi, that's been here 32 years in the community, fighting for the community, representing us. So let's continue to stay together and be that strong union that represent all the unions that sits out there that didn't come this today. We did the work for them, and we're going to take care of ourselves. Thank you. Let me see you. Let me hear you say union. 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 Thank you very much.
When he was fighting against the Vietnam War while he was in uniform and organized other GIs and soldiers. I knew him when he helped to save the Sept Library, which is the largest repository of African American archives and materials, and the racist city of New York tried to close it down. And Brother Holmes helped to coordinate that. Please give it up for my good brother, Larry Holmes.
Of the steel workers, but y'all are made of steel. They can't bend you. They can't break you. They can't push you around. Every time they try to do something to you, you just get stronger. You just get more angry. They can't bust this union, sisters and brothers. They can't bust it, so now they want to get a judge to do it. But it ain't gonna work. Because they may think they have the judge, but this union has the people. It has workers. And let me tell you, the whole world is looking at you. The whole world is following this struggle. They know that this is a shining example of what unions have to do. The boss tries to break you up, but instead of breaking you up, you get stronger. You get tougher. You have more solidarity. Solidarity wins. People come closer. Other unions, and I love this union because they don't forget, but instead they're part of the community. The children love this union. The children you drive to school love this union. Their parents love this union. Their community leaders love this union. And that is why you are going to win. Union! 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 Union!
Sisters and brothers, I can't help but echo what my brother Larry Holmes just said in terms of, I love this union. I love coming down to Boston or coming up to Boston to work in the office, to do the phone calls. We did a whole lot of postering up and putting in the stores all the beautiful ads that happened in the Boston Metro, and we got a tremendous response. All we had to do was show them the top part that said support the Boston bus drivers, and they said just put it over there, just tape it up over there. So it's really, this is such a community union. The community loves this union because the union loves the children. They understand how hard the bus drivers work, what kind of hours you have to tolerate in terms of getting up so early in the morning to take our precious children to school. So the community knows the importance of this union. And I have to say that the first time I ever came to Boston was in 1974 for the historic March Against Racism. It was my first national march from Norfolk, Virginia, and my brother John Long, who Steve introduced, John Long from Norfolk, we worked to bring people from Norfolk, Virginia to Boston on December 14th, 1974. So we understand the significance of the struggle against racism in Boston, so-called cradle of liberty or whatever, and we understand the significance of this struggle today. And you know, we talk about the need for uprisings and for rebellions, and sisters and brothers, rebellions come in different forms every day. The fast food workers are rebelling against the slave wages, the poverty wages that they're suffering. The people of Ferguson are rebelling against police brutality. As we see, they're still rebelling. They're still trying to get justice for Michael Brown, trying to get rid of this racist prosecutor who's conducting the grand jury. And sisters and brothers, you all are committing an uprising right here in Boston against union busting. You are in the forefront of this important struggle. So we are with you. Workers' World Party is with you. We're going to keep turning out the articles so that people can get class truth of what's going on in this city and around the country. We are with you. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Out here with all this unity in the community, and I want to make it very, very clear. The brothers and sisters at Local 8751, they are not just union inside the building and the company, they are union in the community. I want everybody to understand that. We're not out here fighting alone. We're not out here fighting by ourselves. That's why we have all these beautiful people out here. Only 2 of them are bus drivers. That's a joke. A lot of them are bus drivers, and a lot of them are in the community that are out here to support us. I want y'all to understand a couple of things about my brother right here, Steve Kirschbaum. We were all at the company yard on the 30th of June, and on that day, we looked just like us here, except for 10-4. And we rallied from left to right, up and down, in the support of what we're fighting for against this company. And after that happened, we went back to our yards that we have a right to go to, and we had an update. And the update was about the contract that just ended on the 30th of that day. And when we went in there with the rights that we have to go, all of a sudden, somebody said that we tore down a door. Well, actually, they said he tore down the door when there was about 100 of us going in around the same time. And the door that was torn down was a deadbolt, and there were police officers all around the door that had the deadbolt with Steve and the rest of us going in, and all they did is said, well, are you all right? Do you want to make a statement? And now we end up here. So I just want to say that I hope that everybody maintains, stay strong, and make sure that back here on the 7th, the 6th. Make sure that back here, I'm doing like John. Make sure you're back here on the 6th and continue to fight. Love you all. Get out here, union! Union! Union!
support from the Coalition for Equal Quality Education?
Yes!
We knew, without calling a single person, when we heard about the arrest of Steve Kirschbaum, that it was a complete and total trumped-up charge. We knew that it had to do with the long fight that the union has succeeded in winning all these years. The most progressive union in Boston and in the state. We knew that they were trying to crush the union. We never for 1 second thought that any of this was true. It was ridiculous. It was just the kind of thing that the Veolia Corporation, the Boston Public Schools leadership, and back then Mayor Menino was trying to pull. So we have stood in solidarity from day one. We've been out at the bus yards, at the rallies, and we will continue to do so until we win this fight.
Yes!
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Brothers and sisters, we look like a fist. We look united. There is power in solidarity. They cannot divide us. They cannot use race, ethnicity, or class to divide us. We are one body. A body will fight back, fight back, fight back. Let's take Veolia out of Boston. Let's take Veolia out of Palestine. Thank you.
Union! I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, the struggle is just begun, yet it's halfway over. We have to fight, 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 fight. I have seen these things taking place. They will take the food off your table, the clothes off your back, and don't give a darn whether you got a roof over your head or not. We are one. We have more brothers that are in trouble. We are going to stand with them 100% because they stand with us 100%. No man is better than the other man. No woman is better than the other woman. And we have people here supporting us from all over the country. We need to keep standing strong. Every time they pull our brothers in, every time they lie on our brothers, because we all know everything is taking place right about now is a lie. Veolia was brought in here to destroy this union. If I can go on the internet, read about them, know their history, then the mayor of the city of Boston and his people, because don't forget, he ain't reading about them by himself. They should have known as well what they were bringing in here. These are our children. We are the community. We live here. Our children play here. Our children ride them yellow buses that we drive. That's what helped send our children and grandchildren to college. We have that right, brothers and sisters. I'd like to say, like Mr. Kirschbaum said, I've seen this a long time. I'm from a little town called Selma, Alabama. That Pettis Bridge, yeah, I was on it. My mother was on that bridge. She was told, well, Amy, she was doing domestic work. Well, Amy, if you get in that march, you won't have a job. But you know what? That's my role model, because she got in that march. The next day, Miss Amy, my mother, went back to work, and you know what? she still had a job. That's because she did not bow. If she had bowed, she'd have been there scrubbing much harder. Sometimes I would go to work in a place. Very few. But I was told that if I didn't say yes, ma'am, I would tell your mother. But my mother said, all right, I'll take care of it. But behind closed doors, and I'm going to tell her right here on the steps of the courthouse, behind closed doors, she said, I say yes, ma'am, because I got a family to feed, but you don't have one to feed. So you don't have to say yes, ma'am. You say yes, ma'am, if you choose. Be respectful. So I'm asking my brothers and sisters to please keep up the struggle. Don't give up. Tell your brothers and sisters to come on out and support our brother. Brother Kirschbaum should not be here today. We were all there that night. We all saw what took place. It's all a bunch of lies. So we need to keep supporting him because he's damn sure support us. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Have a blessed day.
Sister Georgia. And in a minute we're going to hear from our Teamster sisters and brothers from out in Brockton. I think they're still here. Right? Okay, so we're going to hear from Brockton Teamsters, who are also school bus drivers. But first, I'm going to direct your attention to listen real close to our brother Brian Shea. This brother has been on every single picket line of this union.
Thank you, sisters and brothers. It's a pleasure to be out here with Brother Steve and all of you. You are writing a chapter in the people's history, in the people's history of the world, the history of the 99%. And when we win, not if we win, when we win, that history is going to be taught to our kids, to our grandkids, and their kids and grandkids. Thank you very much. We will be out there. We will have your back because you have ours.
And this is a people's microphone here, so we're letting know because, you know, you all don't have